Okay. Good afternoon. Yesterday we have seen initial theory of helical gear. Again today I will revise within 5 minutes. Helical gear. The word helical gear is derived from the word helix. Helix you are knowing. Helix means inclined line. थोडं मराठीमध्ये बोलतो. आपल्याला माहिती आहे आपण घरी वेल लावतो. वेल दोडक्याचा वेल, प्रत्येक घोसाळ्याचा वेल, अजून भोपळ्याचा वेल, बऱ्याच टाईपचे वेल आहेत. तो वेल जेव्हा लावतो आपण तेव्हा एक काठी त्या शेजारी लावतो. तेव्हा वेल लावताना आपण नेहमी झाडा शेजारी त्याचं बी लावतो. त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं, तो वेल त्या झाडाला आधार घेऊन असा हेलिकल कर्व ट्रेस करतो. आणि तुम्ही जर फ्रंट व्ह्यू बघितला तर ते तिरक्या लाईन दिसतात. Therefore, that is nothing but helix. And in case of helical gear, teeth are same like that of helix. Helix means it is just inclined line. Therefore, in case of helical gear, teeth are inclined with respect to surface of the gear. The name itself indicates. Therefore, you just see here, these are the teeth. They are inclined on the surface of the gear. They are inclined on the surface of the gear. Now we have seen right hand helical gear and left hand helical gear also. If the inclined line are inclined towards, or the teeth are inclined towards right hand side, then it is known as right hand helical gear. If teeth are inclined towards left hand side, it is known as left hand helical gear. Always remember, when two helical gears are in contact with each other, right hand helical gear is in contact with left hand helical gear. Same diagram. We have seen difference also. Difference between spur gear and helical gear. First difference is, in case of spur gear, teeth are parallel to the axis or parallel on the surface of the gear. Then in case of helical gear, teeth are inclined with respect to surface of the gear or with respect to axis of the gear. Then in spur gears, there is a sudden contact between the contacting tooth or meshing tooth. That's why sudden impact load is there. That's why it will result in noise in high-speed applications. In helical gears, the contact between the two teeth begins at a point on the leading edge of the tooth and gradually extends along the diagonal line across the tooth. Since there is a gradual pickup of load in case of helical gear, it will result in smooth engagement and quiet operation even at high speeds. Therefore, helical gears are used in high-speed engines even up to applications of 3000 meters per minute. Then we have seen types of helical gear: parallel helical gears, crossed helical gears. Parallel helical gears means when two helical gears are used to connect two parallel shafts like this. And crossed helical gear means what? The axis of the two gears or axis of the shafts over which the gears are mounted are crossed with respect to each other. Then we have seen terminology of helical gear. Terminology means normal module, transverse module. Psi means this helix angle. Therefore, we have seen these equations. Pn is equal to P cos psi. Now this small p is nothing but transverse circular pitch, capital P is nothing but diametral pitch. We are knowing circular pitch into diametral pitch is equal to pi. This relation is there in the spur gear. Therefore, if you substitute this relation in equation 1, you are getting equation 2. Therefore, capital Pn is equal to capital P upon cos psi, where capital Pn and capital P are normal and transverse diametral pitches respectively. Therefore, if we will substitute capital P is equal to 1 upon m, then we will get this equation Mn is equal to m cos psi, equation 3, where Mn is equal to normal module in mm, small m is equal to transverse module in mm. Therefore, we have seen this equation PA or axial pitch is equal to P upon tan psi. Equation 4. In this relation, we have seen cos psi is equal to tan of alpha n upon alpha, where alpha n is normal pressure angle, alpha is transverse pressure angle. We are knowing D is equal to Z into M. Therefore, substitute the value of M from equation 3. We are getting Z. D is equal to Zmn upon cos psi. Equation 6. Therefore, we are getting center distance. Center distance means distance between center lines of the two gears or distance between the two centers. A is equal to D1 divided by 2 plus D2 divided by 2. Therefore, if you substitute values of D1 and D2, we are getting the equation for center distance, that is Mn into bracket Z1 plus Z2 divided by 2 cos psi. Now, virtual number of tick. See that this is the helical pitch cylinder of the helical gear. We are knowing that the teeth are inclined on the surface of the gear and they are forming an helix angle psi. Therefore, if you will take a cut or take a section perpendicular to the teeth AA, which is normal to the teeth element, the intersection of the plane AA and the pitch cylinder produces an ellipse. Therefore, this pitch cylinder AA, if this AA is going to intersect this pitch cylinder, if you project this like this, therefore it will form an ellipse. This ellipse is shown by dotted line. The semi-major axis, semi-minor axis of the ellipse are semi-major axis is, this is semi-major axis, D divided by 2 cos psi. This is semi-minor axis, D divided by 2. Therefore, it can be proved from analytical geometry that the radius of curvature R dash, see that this is the radius of curvature R dash, at the point B is given by R dash is equal to A square upon B, where A and B are semi-major and semi-minor axis respectively. Therefore, again same diagram is there, substituting the values of A and B in the expression R dash. Therefore, we are getting R dash is equal to D divided by 2 cos square psi. Therefore, see that this gear tooth they have drawn here. This gear tooth is nothing but imaginary spur gear tooth is there. Therefore, in the design of helical gears, an imaginary spur gear is considered in the plane AA. See that this is imaginary spur gear with center O dash, having a pitch circle radius R dash and module Mn. It is called formative or virtual spur gear. Virtual means what? Imaginary. This word every now and then we are using. That is when you are using social media. Everyone is scolding to you. Don't sit with virtual friends. Both friends are sitting, but they are on Facebook or WhatsApp, but they are not talking with each other. They are there with their virtual friends. Virtual means what? That thing is not there, but still you are considering that friend is with us only. That's why every now and then everyone is saying that, everyone is advising to students that don't use WhatsApp, Facebook or this social media, because students are living in the virtual world now. Virtual म्हणजे मराठीमध्ये काय आभासी जग. ती गोष्ट तुमच्या जवळ नाहीये, पण तुम्हाला वाटतं ती गोष्ट तुमच्या जवळ आहे. बरोबर आहे का? Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, the Snapchat, all these are social media platforms you have to avoid throughout your life. I am not saying only student lives, because what is happening? Suppose you will get the job. And when you will play with Facebook or WhatsApp at wherever you are working, and if your boss will see, then on the same day only he will kick you out. Because what is the disadvantage of this social media? Our concentration is lost because of this social media. And for anything to become perfect, or for any work to become perfect, we must have 100% concentration. And mentally harassment is there. Every now and then we are thinking that person is with us, and means we are living in virtual world only. Now you are knowing that in America, to remove that internet means this social media addiction. In America, they have formed one special homes or special places where parents are keeping their kids, so that kids will stay away from the mobile. They will play only. That is nothing but internet addiction. See, that internet is good also, and excess use of that internet is bad also. Only for our purpose only we have to use the internet. Don't use that virtual platforms or social media platforms. It is definitely going to ruin your life. Lakshat gya. It is very difficult during the job also. I am also not using Facebook or WhatsApp. Many times my mobile is switched off in college. So each and every professor is scolding me, why your mobile switched off? But it is better to get scolded than to lose concentration. Because if you stay away from mobile, you just see what is that effect. Therefore, this R dash is nothing but radius of the virtual number of teeth. D divided by 2 cos square psi. Therefore, pitch circle diameter D dash is equal to 2 R dash. Therefore, 2 into R dash means D divided by 2 cos square psi. 2 will cancel. D dash is equal to D divided by cos square psi. Therefore, the number of teeth Z dash on this imaginary sphere gear is called virtual number of teeth. It is given by Z dash is equal to 2 pi R dash upon Pn. Therefore, which is equal to 2 pi into D divided by 2 cos square psi divided by pi into Mn, which is equal to D divided by Mn cos square psi. We know that D is equal to Zmn upon cos psi. Therefore, if you will substitute this value here, we are getting Z dash is equal to Z divided by cos cube of psi. Therefore, write down this equation. Z dash is equal to Z cos cube of psi, where Z dash is the actual number of teeth. Sorry, Z dash is the virtual number of teeth and Z is the actual number of teeth. Z dash is virtual number of teeth. Z dash is virtual number of teeth. Therefore, I think you have written the value. Now these tooth proportions. Now write down these tooth proportions. We have to use while solving problem. Write down these are the standard normal modules. In helical gears, the normal module Mn should be selected from standard values. The first preference values of the normal module are, write down these normal module values, standard values. In mm, 1, 1.25, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Therefore, the standard proportions of the addendum and dedendum are. Standard proportions of the addendum and dedendum are. Write down addendum HA is equal to Mn. Dedendum HF is equal to 1.25 mm. Clearance C is equal to 0.25 mm. Clearance C is equal to 0.25 mm. How? 1 mm. Mn means it is that multiplication factor is 1. Clearance C is equal to 0.25 mm. I think you are written. Next, you write down, therefore, the addendum circle diameter dA is given by, write down this relation we have to use while solving the problem. dA is equal to D plus 2HA, which is equal to ZMN cos psi plus 2MN. Therefore, MN we have taken common. Therefore, dA is equal to Mn into bracket Z divided by cos psi plus 2. Similarly, the addendum circle diameter DF is given by DF is equal to D minus 2HF ZMN divided by cos psi minus 2.5 Mn. Therefore, Mn we have taken common. Therefore, DF is equal to Z divided by cos psi minus 2.5. Write down these equations dA and DF. Okay, written. Now, see that the normal pressure angle, that is alpha n, is always taken as 20 degree, and helix angle psi is varies from 15 to 25 degree. Therefore, this is the diagram of the top view of the helical gear. B is nothing but face width. Now this A to C is nothing but distance x. A to C is nothing but distance x. Therefore, the gear rotates from left to right as indicated by arrow. Direction of motion left to right. See that this is the direction of motion left to right. Therefore, for this rotation, the point A1 will be the first point to come in contact with its meshing tooth on the other gear. It is called the leading edge of the tooth. Also, the point A2 will be the last point to come in contact with the meshing tooth on the other gear. It is called trailing edge of the tooth. Therefore, the point which comes first in contact, that point is known as leading, and the point which comes at last in contact, that point is known as trailing point. ट्रेलिंग म्हणजे पाठीमागं, लीडिंग म्हणजे पुढे, लक्षात घ्या. ट्रेलिंग म्हणजे पाठीमागं, लीडिंग म्हणजे पुढे. आपण निवडणुकीत बघतो बघा, दिस पर्सन और दिस पार्टी इज लीडिंग बाय 10,000 votes, or this, if that famous person is there, this person is trailing by over 5,000 votes. Like these words are there. We are hearing these words whenever we are listening to the news of the elections, or we are listening the commentary of cricket. In cricket commentary, so leading, trailing, or in badminton commentary, wherever games are there. Sports, in sports commentary, you are listening. At the time, this leading and trailing, these two words are using. Therefore, in order that the contact on the face of the tooth shall always contain at least 1 point. The leading edge of the tooth should be advanced ahead of the trailing end by a distance greater than the circular pitch. This X is known as the circular pitch. Therefore, X is greater than equal to P, equation A. Therefore, from triangle A1, A2C, A1, A2C, where A1C and A2C are perpendicular to each other. Here 90-degree angle is there. Therefore, tan of psi. Therefore, this is the angle psi. Therefore, this is also angle psi. Tan of psi can are A2C divided by A1C. Therefore, X divided by B. This distance is nothing but B. This distance is known as B. Therefore, tan of psi is equal to X divided by B, where X is equal to B tan psi. Therefore, substituting the above expression in equation A, therefore we are getting B tan psi is greater than equal to P. Therefore, B is greater than equal to P divided by tan psi. Therefore, we know that Mn is equal to M cos psi. Therefore, P divided by tan psi. P is nothing but pi into M. P means pi into M divided by tan psi. M is nothing but Mn divided by cos psi. Therefore, tan psi means sin psi upon cos psi. Cos psi will go up, cos psi will get cancelled. Therefore, we are getting the equation Zmn upon sin psi. Therefore, B is greater than equal to, sorry, B is equal to, sorry, here pi should be there. This is pi. Pi Mn upon sin psi. B is greater than equal to pi Mn upon sin psi. Therefore, write down this equation. Phase width. Write down this equation only. B is equal to pi Mn upon sin psi. Pi Mn upon sin psi. Now, based upon this, we will solve the problem. Whatever equations we have seen, therefore write down the problem. All the students should write the problem. Write down a pair of parallel helical gears. A pair of parallel helical gears consists of a 20 teeth pinion. 20 teeth pinion meshing with a 40 teeth gear. Meshing with a 40 teeth gear. The helix angle is 25 degree. The helix angle is 25 degree and the normal pressure angle is 20 degree. Normal pressure angle is 20 degree. The normal module is 3 mm. The normal module is 3 mm. Calculate. First you write down transverse module. Then transverse pressure angle. That is alpha. Here you write down for your understanding. Transverse module is nothing but M. Transverse pressure angle is nothing but alpha. Axial pitch is nothing but PA. Pitch circle diameters means DP and DG. center distance is nothing but A, and this is DA and DF. Addendum and dedendum circle diameters of the pinion. I think you have written the problem. Okay, we will solve the problem now. Now write down the given data. Guys, given quantities. What's up? What is the first line? A pair of parallel helical jets consists of 20 teeth pinion. With ZP they have given. ZP, given data you write down now. Given ZP is equal to 20. ZG is equal to 40. Helix angle is nothing but psi, 25 degree. Normal pressure angle means alpha n, 20 degree. Normal module Mn is equal to 3 mm. Now first value they have told us to calculate transverse module M. काय रिलेशन Mn आणि M मधलं बघावर पाठीमाग हे बघा इथेच आहे. Mn is equal to M cos psi. काढा M ची व्हॅल्यू. काढा M ची व्हॅल्यू. Mn is equal to M cos of psi. Mn ची व्हॅल्यू दिलेली आहे त्यांनी 3. M into cos of 25 degree. काढा बरं M ची व्हॅल्यू. In mm. .31 येते का बरोबर? 3.31 mm. Now, next is which value they have told us to calculate? Transverse pressure angle. Now, what is the difference between relation between alpha and alpha n? हे बघा, equation 5. Cos of psi is equal to tan of alpha n divided by tan of alpha. बरोबर आहे का? This equation 5 we will use for solving the problem. Therefore, you write down here. Cos of psi is equal to tan of alpha n divided by tan of alpha. Therefore, tan of alpha you will काय लिहिणार तुम्ही? Tan of alpha n divided by cos of psi. बरोबर आहे का? Therefore, tan of alpha is equal to tan of alpha n किती? Tan of 20 degree divided by cos of 25 degree. बरोबर आहे का? काढा बरं अल्फाची व्हॅल्यू. Calculate value of alpha. Alpha ची value. Inverse you have to take. Inverse. Tan inverse काढायचा. Tan inverse काढा. बरोबर 21.8. Write down 21.8 degree. Now next is axial pitch. What is the formula of axial pitch? Write down equation 4. Axial pitch PA is equal to P upon tan psi. Axial pitch PA is equal to P upon tan psi. And P म्हणजे काय असतो? Pi into M. Axial pitch PA is equal to P upon tan of psi, where P is equal to pi into M divided by tan of psi, which is equal to pi into what is M? 3.31. बरोबर आहे का? Tan of 25 degree. काढावर PA ची व्हॅल्यू mm. किती आहे ते? 22 पॉइंट किती आहे ते? किती येते बघा. हा बरोबर 22.30. आता पुढची कुठली व्हॅल्यू काढायची सांगायला? डीपी अँड डीजी. काय पिच सर्कल डायमीटरचा फॉर्म्युला? ZMN upon cos psi. Therefore, you write down here dp is equal to this per gear. This is helical gear. Helical gear मध्ये helix angle येणार ZP into Mn divided by काय फॉर्म्युला? cos psi. पर गियर मध्ये काय येणार? cos of psi. cos psi 0 येणार पर गियर मध्ये. cos of 0 म्हणजे काय? 1. म्हणून ते MZP तयार होतं. लक्षात आलं का? ZP किती? 20 into Mn. Mn ची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे? 3 divided by cos of 25 degree. बघा किती? 66 पॉइंट. नाही 66.20 बरोबर. काय तर चुकतंय. गडबड करू नको. नाव काय तुझं? ऋषिकेश. गडबड करू नको. टेन्शन घेऊ नको. पाणी पी. टेन्शन घेतलेस तू? Now DG. What is formula of DG? ZG into Mn divided by cos psi. ZG किती आहे? 40 into 3 divided by cos of 25. काढा बरं. हे असले सोपे प्रॉब्लेम पण विचारतात का एक्झामला? तुम्ही म्हणता नाही लय सोपं झालं सर. 132.4 132.4 mm. आता पुढची कुठली व्हॅल्यू आहे? सेंटर डिस्टन्स. सेंटर डिस्टन्स काय फॉर्म्युला? A is equal to हे बघा Mn Z1 plus Z2. Z1 म्हणजे ZP plus ZG divided by 2 cos psi. mn into bracket zp plus zg divided by, करा बरं सबस्टिट्यूट, mn ची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे ती 3 3 into bracket 20 plus 40 divided by 2 cos of 25 degree. Yes, correct. Now next they have told us to calculate addendum circle diameter and dedendum circle diameter of pinion. काय आपण फॉर्म्युला लिहिलाय बघा addendum circle diameter चा. हे बघा DA आणि DF. आता इथे ZP घ्यायचं फक्त आणि ZG. Therefore DAP I will write DAP is equal to काय फॉर्म्युला आहे mn into bracket ZP upon cos psi plus 2. Therefore DAP is equal to mn value, mn is 3, ZP is 20 divided by cos of 25 degree plus 2. Yes, correct. 72.20 mm. Similarly, calculate dedendum circle diameter DFP. काय formula mn into bracket ZP divided by cos of psi minus 2.5, which is equal to 3 into bracket 20 divided by cos of 25 degree minus 2.5. One 900 बघा. Dedendum circle diameter कमी येणार ना. Addendum circle diameter पेक्षा dedendum circle diameter लहान असतो. मुश्केश काय आन्सर? काय 20 भागिले cos 25 करायचा minus 2.5 करायचं शेवटी multiply by 3 करायचा. नाही आपल्याला पिनियनच फाइंड आउट करायचं addendum dedendum. Addendum dedendum सर्कल हे दोन्हीला पण असतात पिनियनला आणि गिअरला. बरोबर तुम्ही काय सांगितलंय? बरोबर 58.7. समजला प्रॉब्लेम? अक्षय काय नाही विजय अजय. Okay, I think you understood the problem. We will take next problem. Okay, write down this problem. Example 2. A pair of parallel helical gears consists of a 22 teeth pinion, meshing with a 45 teeth gear. I think problem is same, only values are changed. The helix angle is 25 degree and the normal pressure angle is 20 degree. The normal module is 3.5 mm. Calculate first the transverse module, that is m value. Transverse pressure angle alpha, axial pitch PA, pitch circle diameters of the pinion DP and DG, center distance A, addendum and dedendum circle diameters of the pinion, that is DAP and DFP. Same type of problem is there. I think you will calculate. I will give you 10 minutes. I will write down the formulas only. Therefore, how to calculate Mn? Mn is equal to M cos psi. Therefore, calculate M. Tan of alpha is equal to tan of alpha n divided by cos of psi. Calculate value of alpha. Then calculate axial pitch PA. PA is equal to P divided by tan psi, which is equal to pi m divided by tan psi. PA is equal to, then calculate dP dG. dP is equal to ZP into Mn divided by cos psi. dG is equal to Zg into Mn divided by cos psi. Then A is equal to, A you calculate from dP plus dG divided by 2. You can use this formula also. Then you calculate dA and dFP. Okay, calculate. I will wait for 5 to 10 minutes. ओके कम्प्लिटेड. सांगा बरं एम ची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे? 3.86. अल्फाची एक्सियल पिच डीपी 24.96. डीजी 173. सेंटर डिस्टेंस हाँ डीएपी बघा किती येते डीएपी 78 पॉइंट. डीएफपी 76 पॉइंट येते का व्हॅल्यू? कंप्लीटेड. अजय समजते का आता का नाही समजत? Okay, solve this next problem. We'll solve this. आपण सगळे solve करू. First of all, write down the problem. A pair of parallel helical gears consists of a 25 teeth pinion meshing with a 50 teeth gear. The normal pressure angle is 20 degree. The normal module is 4 mm. The center distance is 165 mm. Calculate first of all module M. Module means M. Helix angle is any but psi. Axial pitch PA. Same here DP and DG. Transverse pressure angle alpha and DAP and DFP. addendum and dedendum circle diameters of the pinion. We'll solve this problem and then we'll stop. लिहिला का प्रॉब्लेम? आता आपण what we have to do, we have to calculate helix angle first of all from that A formula. Mn into bracket Zp plus Zg divided by 2 cos psi. Alpha n. Normal means n. Transverse means alpha. Therefore, we will write down given quantities. Given data. First of all, number of teeth on pinion 25. Number of teeth on gear 50. Normal pressure angle alpha n 20 degree. Normal module Mn 4 mm. Center distance A is equal to 165 mm. आता आपण काय करायचं, सेंटर डिस्टन्स वरनं साय काढायचं पहिला. सेंटर डिस्टन्स फॉर्म्युला आपल्याला माहिती आहे काय, Mn into bracket Zp plus Zg divided by 2 cos psi. लिहा तो फॉर्म्युला पहिला. A is equal to Mn into bracket Zp plus Zg divided by 2 cos psi. काय A ची व्हॅल्यू 165, Mn ची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे 4, Zp किती आहे 25 plus 50 divided by 2 cos of psi. तर ह्या रिलेशन वरून psi ची व्हॅल्यू काढा. You have to take cos inverse. 22.62 degree. Now 24.62. Okay. $24.62 बरोबर का? एकदा तुम्ही व्हॅल्यू काढली की बाकीचे आहे तसंच आहे. आता बाकीचे सगळे प्रॉब्लेम, हे प्रॉब्लेम मागचे दोन प्रॉब्लेम सारखंच आहे. काढा बरं आता बाकीची व्हॅल्यू. आता काढा Mn is equal to M cos psi. बरोबर का? Mn ची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे 4, M cos of 24.62 degree. काढा बरं M ची व्हॅल्यू in mm. 4.23. Next, you calculate which value? Means tan of alpha. Is it correct? Tan of alpha is equal to tan of alpha n divided by cos psi. Whatever. Tan of alpha n 20° divided by cos of 24.62. What alpha ची value? $21.81. Next is which value? Axial pitch. PA is equal to P upon tan psi. P upon tan psi. P is equal to pi into m divided by tan of psi. What is PH value? Axial pitch in mm. किती 38. 30.13. Next is which value? DP is Makada. DP is equal to MN into ZP. Divided by cos of psi. MN value 4 into what is ZP? 25 cos of 24.62. Exact. Then DG calculate now. Same. MN into ZG. Two. Then you calculate now DAP and DFP. Is it correct? DAP means addendum and dedendum circle diameters of the pinion. Therefore, DAP is equal to what is formula? MN into bracket ZP upon cos psi plus 2. काढा DAP. Similarly, DFP. MN into bracket ZP upon cos psi minus 2.5. So I will take attendance here. Okay. What is the answer? DAP 118. One 18. DFP. What is DFP? What is DFP? किती? DFP ची व्हॅल्यू किती? 210. 210. Okay, thank you very much. We will stop here. ZP. Sorry. किती ती? What is the value? 100. Okay, thank you very much. Let me take your attendance.